anything wrong, you have to let me know, right?
Yeah, my name is Pavel Shevchik, they call me Paul in Australia.
Some people, they might get sick sometimes, you know, because it's really different.
So I'm Slovakian, I came more than 7 years ago, and yeah, here we are, flying.
It's really just pleasure, joy.
I joined the Air Force Academy back home in 1997, was graduating in 2002. After a couple of years I came to Australia here, where I started my private studies to become a private pilot and slowly commercial pilot, which I will be finishing soon. Well, the major subject here was 7 of them. General knowledge about planes, meteorology, navigation, aviation law, human factors and limitations, performance and aerodynamics. The full-time work, I work in a liquor store as a manager. It takes quite a lot of time and energy to handle all the duties there. Most of the time I spent with ordering stuff. Tonight I was just writing out pretty much a list of all missing items which have to be ordered, sitting behind a computer and using our internal system to place an order, which I'm then sending via fax or email or by phone. Yep. Oh, okay, so I'm coming over to the classes. The struggle between my work and studies and paying all the bills, sometimes I feel exhausted, not just physically, also mentally, when you delegate people and run the whole business. Some days are a bit harder, you're not having enough sleep, and what comes to bills, it's quite expensive. It costs me lots of money. To combine it all with flying, yeah, it wasn't always easy, but flying comes to something what I really love to do. Since I was a boy, I was having lots of models of airplane at home and talking about flying. And the first person who talked to me about flying was my father. Like, he always wished to become a pilot, but somehow he couldn't make it because of some family situation. But probably he passed it on to me because we always spent lots of time talking about the planes, flying. Yeah, my father, great man, my best friend, he died almost 2 years ago. He once came here to Australia to visit me with my mum, which was like 3.5 years ago. But that might be him who inspired me to fly planes. The best part of being a pilot, I love to fly with people, I love to take people for trips anywhere they want. So I love to see people happy, that they're also happy to fly. I took quite a lot of people for aerobatics and they're quite interested and people falling in love with it as well. Aerobatic plane, they're quite wild. You have to be qualified to do this stuff. Before each flight, the plane has to be well prepared for the flight, checking all the components, checking instruments, and everything is working well.
But a few things we always have to check everything on the plane. Oil,
especially like engine. The safety level is maintained all the time, even before flight, even during the flight and after flight as well. The takeoff is one of the most important, most difficult parts of flying. Taking off the plane, push on the limits of the engine. You need the best power and best performance to get in the air in the shortest distance and also in shortest distance to climb to the highest point. It's the point where I have really paid attention to all the gauges and watch the engine, how it behaves. Taking off the plane comes with few things where something might happen unexpected, like engine failure or another things. Also, it's a really nice part of the flight. It's beautiful when you can feel the plane is really lifting off and you're in the air, you're airborne. The aerobatics. What's happening, like, yeah, you're pretty much doing unusual things in the air where it comes with lots of physical pressure, I would say. This kind of plane we flew, it shouldn't go higher than 4G. It might be quite a lot for some people. Some people might even get surprised by the pressure, where that can be the most difficult part. My goal for comes to flying is to finish my commercial studies, which might be very soon. The second would be maybe become instructor. Used to teach probably mathematics and physics, so that time I can remember that I like the feelings of being a teacher, teaching people. If I put it all together, teaching and flying, to gain experience as instructors, to fly as many hours as I be able, and then slowly get into the airlines. I still kept the dream to come here to Australia and learn how to fly the plane.